So, it's about CSEC Maths. You feel you're going and get it one. That's why you're here on TikTok, because you rock back. Alright, this video is for top students. Maybe you almost complete your revision, but you want to know if there are any topics that you left out. I'm going to show you the most commonly left out topics that you could scrape up a little 1 or 2 marks to secure the bag and look good with a A, all A profile, you know what I mean? But before I show you the topics, let me just give you some tips to help, scrape up these marks. Pro calculator use. So make sure you know how to use a calculator good. You might want to walk in the exam with 2 calculators if you're feeling paranoid. Make sure you have good speed with your calculators. Know how to use your calculators to double check your answers. A lot of time you can use your calculator, you do the working where you use your calculator and you can find another way to the answer in a lot of questions. You also saw me do it on the live night after night. So you can use your calculator to solve quadratic, simultaneous equations, linear equations, even matrices. Do you know how to do that on your calculator? Another deceptively important ritual that you must develop to make sure that you know top of the top is a check over routine. You finish the paper, what do you do? Do you have any idea how many people leave out parts of questions in CSEC Maths accidentally? It don't matter. Top students who now start to study, everybody could fall victim to this. So when you check over, you're checking over to see if you leave out anything. I put it as number 4, but that should be number 1. 1. Did I answer the question? Now, this might sound obvious, but you need to watch the answers that you have in every question and ask, did I answer the question that's actually being asked? You may be surprised what you will discover when you do that. Does my answer make sense? So if they ask me to find the average height of students in class and I get 4,000 meters, could be something wrong. And do you have all the correct units in? Did you put meters instead of kilometers? Did you put hours instead of minutes? Was there a unit conversion you forgot to do? Top neglected topics, let's go. Quartiles. If you don't know what quartiles is, IQR, SIQR, if you don't know what that is, start hunting for that. Standard deviation. Before you go and learn the whole of standard deviation, you just need to know how to explain the standard deviation. So look it up, check your syllabus and see what particularly in standard deviation you need to know. I did some YouTube videos on that. Bases, can you convert from base 10 to base 2? Do you even know how to convert to other bases other than base 2? What does CXC decide to surprise us with a base 5? Matrix transformations, that's a big topic. You know all the common matrix transformations by heart? CXC has been showing this topic, matrix transformation, a lot of love in the recent years, so that's one to get down. 3D trigonometry, often neglected. This list could also be considered as the math teacher forget to teach this list as well. 3D trigonometry comes in the bearings question to replace the bearings question sometimes, so you need to understand what that is about. Meter reading, we haven't seen that in CXC, like them neglect meter reading, and also CXC want the meter reading, throw it out. Going and deal with no meters and things. The commutative law, can you explain what the commutative law, associative law, distributive law is about? But can you explain it in terms of matrices or in terms of composite functions? Collinear vectors. At the end of a vector question, they'll ask you to show that the vectors could be collinear. Do you even know how to do that? Circle geometry. The alternate segment theorem is one of the more trickier theorems to understand. Have you revised that? Histograms. For some reason, they're not bringing this as much, but if they do, it might surprise a lot of people. Frequency polygon also not bringing it that much, but these have some specific rules that you need to know. You can't just wing it. There are some specific need to know rules when you're doing these things. Mean of group data. Once again, a lot of people get this question wrong. When I was doing statistics live on YouTube this year, very few of these students remember the actual method for doing this. So I hope you have it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So, the top 14 neglected topics. Last 2, finding the center of rotation. Like actually constructing from the shape given, using your compass and finding the center of rotation. Do you know how to do that? And in fact, all the constructions surrounding transformation, you should learn that because it has come in the last few years a couple times. So linear programming, I think it's a deceptive topic in that a lot of people think that they really have it down because they may have checked like 1 or 2 questions and they got easy questions in it. Linear programming can go pretty deep. So make sure you know how to do the ending stages of a linear programming by plugging in the vertices into the formulae to solve and get the best profit or whatever it is they're asking for in the question. How ready are you? Stand by. The next video I'm going to upload is my prediction 2024 Maths exam.